It has officially started.
Ooh, that's terrifying. Wow.
I don't know if it's actually working. Not yet.
That's what I was...
Live now.
Yep.
I'm going to pull it up.
Yep. And mute it so I can look in there if I want to, but it's like a second or two behind us. So
yeah, I know, right? So yeah, we're there. Look at that. The shit worked, man.
Sweet. All right. You ready to start this thing off?
I was kind of hoping to. Oh, okay. The live chat's right there. Because it wouldn't be bad to have the chat there.
Yeah.
In the off chance someone actually is watching and shit.
Yeah, that's why I pulled the page up so I could look at the chat.
All right.
Yeah, this is another spot where it's too bad that we can't have that screen up.
Boom. We live, bitches.
Yep.
All right, cool. I think we're ready to roll.
Okay.
Just as I scratch my ears and retweet your tweet. Not that I have a major Twitter presence or anything, but...
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever works.
All hooks in the water, right?
Exactly. And,
there we go.
I don't even know what account I'm on. God damn it. Of course, I'm on the wrong account. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I don't think there's anyone watching. I was like, oh, shit, we're live.
Yeah.
I'm over here just fucking around.
It says one person watching, but I'm guessing that's either me or you. So
accurate. It's probably you because I'm under the Salty Language Pod account.
Isn't that what I'm under?
I don't know.
No, I'm not. Oh yeah, actually I am. I'm logged in that too. So that's what it is. It's counting as one.
Well, that's cool because we can both chat if we want to.
Yeah,
that's fun.
All right, let's. All right. I gotta rearrange something real quick here. Oh hey, I just got retweeted. Sweet.
I know, right?
All right. There we go. I like that a whole bunch better. I just moved the Skype window over the YouTube window. That way I'm not seeing you and me.
Yeah, I know. It's bizarre, isn't
talking behind. Yeah.
Like I have you down here and then you up here. Okay, anywho, we're this is all going out. You ready to get this party going?
Yep.
Here comes Brian. Our delicious intro music.
All right.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 401.
Coming at you live again. Actually, for real this time, when I usually say it out of pure jest.
Yeah, we decided we enjoyed the gimmick last time, so here we are again.
Kinda, because, before we were both contained in All the Beers Pod Studio.
Right, that is accurate.
Now we're only connected through the tenuous lines of the internet.
Right.
You know what I've come to realize?
What's that?
That if we're going to play the intro music,
Uh-huh.
I really wish we had it animated.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Because
awesome.
you could have it animated, it could be playing up here, and then we transition us sitting here like, hey.
Yeah.
You know?
That would be a lot of
terrific.
Yeah, I agree. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we should do that.
So, does anyone have any animating skills out there?
Yeah, because, we certainly need someone else to do that.
Yeah, because this guy doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know how to do animation stuff.
You know what I just realized, Brian?
What's that?
I don't know if your audio is going to YouTube.
That's a good question. I don't know either.
I wish we had someone watching. This is something I didn't think about.
This could be a problem.
I mean, I'm going to unmute it.
Yeah.
This is something I didn't think about. What?
Okay.
Okay, you're there.
All right.
Beauty. All right.
That would have been so like us to do that too. Just get partway through. Nobody's, in the chat or whatever that warns us. And then.
Exactly, right? Like,
Good
it just
hour
popped in my head. I was like, I tested everything earlier today, but I didn't have like anyone to Skype with.
Right.
So I really need, you know what else I need?
What's that?
I need a picture of you to put on my camera.
Okay.
So I can look at the camera and not like, because I'm looking at your head on my TV monitor,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm like it looks like I'm blind, like.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was looking at the YouTube thing, because
it's like really hard not to, because I want to make sure everything's going good on the streaming thing here, so I got to keep it up.
Right.
But
what I think is funny is like on my screen, you're on the left, I'm on the right, and it looks like we're both facing the opposite way.
Yeah, I know, right? Like we're just the worst anchor people ever.
Yeah. Just talking to anyone else but each other.
Anyone else, like, oh,
yeah,
man, that's Susan over there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Or you're talking to Susan about me.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I do have to do, debut something that I really wanted for last week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Do it live!
Do it live. Man, was that extra loud, or was that just in my ears?
It sounded a little loud, but it wasn't too bad here.
All right, I'll just take the hit for everybody. If we see blood shooting out of my headphones at some point, it's because for some reason it's really loud in my ears.
Right. Also awesome.
Right? But yeah, if we could have an animated intro, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I just don't know dick about animation.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm picturing now? I'm picturing like it's a mixture of live footage and animation, and it's Heno playing the song, and then behind him is the animation, like kind of scrolling by.
Kind of like stop motion-y.
Kind of, yeah.
Like we get pictures and we cut them so it's like Canadian heads.
Yeah, basically.
In South Park. That'd be kind of fun.
Right. Yep, eating our craft dinner.
Craft dinner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It'd be good fun.
So, what do you think about this whole doing it live? Oh, I'm sorry.
Do it live!
Live situation.
I like it. We had a lot of fun last time. So
We did, and you said you got some positive feedback out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know,
none of
unfortunately,
it was about you. It was all about me.
yeah, well, that's
But,
fine. No worries.
Yeah.
No worries, mate.
Like, can you put a bag over that other guy? Like, no, that's rude. I can't do that.
And it's like, I know, God, I lost my train of thought there completely. Oh, Thursday's kind of a weird day, but my work schedule's so stupid and wonky.
Yeah.
And we did tweet out literally minutes before we went live.
Yeah. Well, I think for us especially, like doing this, because this is a different setup than we did last time. So for us, this is probably fine because we're just kind of putting a test out there basically.
Right.
Although we'll see if anybody realizes that by us doing this on Thursday that they don't have to wait till Monday to listen.
That's true. They won't get the crisper. Actually, they get the one with no ads. This is clearly the better option.
Yeah. Yeah, and since you could play it right off of YouTube,
Yes.
it's right there on your phone. You don't have to download anything.
But speaking of that, I think I bet you I can, off my phone, I can go to our page and I can share this link.
What, to the actual feed?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, all right.
I surely can.
Neat. Yeah, I just linked to, our page basically.
So we'll do this on the Twitter machine. And not as me, though, because that would be silly.
Right.
No one pays attention to my Twitter feed.
It's like, cool, 4 people see it. Yeah.
Exactly. That's so accurate.
It's twice our normal audience, but,
That's true. So we'll do that. I'm also going to put it on our face page because people do pay attention to face page. As much as I despise it,
yeah, me too.
People seem to like it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'll never understand it.
Yeah,
Oof.
Oof is right. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. I'm looking. See, I'm not used to doing this. I'm used to be able to be sneaky about shit. I don't have to pay attention and stuff.
Yeah,
I can't just be be 2 knuckles deep in my face.
Let's be honest, you can.
Well, I could.
I mean, that's up to you whether or not you want to be 2 knuckles deep.
Or 3.
Or well, whatever. You go all the way up to your wrist for all I care.
3 knuckles. That's aggressive.
Very.
So aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and pretty much anything you're doing, that's pretty aggressive.
That's true, right?
Yeah. Like you're at the doctor's office, 3 knuckles, very aggressive.
That's so true.
Like, did you have to go all the way in? Like, I didn't have to. But you seemed like you liked it when I got to the second one, so.
Yeah. The doctor's like, I'm familiar with that moan. Be like, whoa, doc. Bro.
Right. I didn't hear you didn't say stop.
Yeah, you didn't say lasagna, which is the doctor's safe word.
I was just gonna say, it's not going to be a good time when you go in and the doctor's like, so what's your safe word?
Yeah, like what? What do you
As
mean?
he snapped glove on his arm or hand.
Oh, I'm dying.
It happens.
It does happen. So I mean, this is all completely new to me, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea how to tell how many people are even watching. It could be because my screen's all minimized and weird because I'm trying to take up as little space as possible.
Yeah, that'd do.
Yeah, but I do recall that when we did this together and we just hit the, it might be because we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we should. I think we should treat this like our actual podcast and stuff.
Oh yeah,
probably.
All right. All right. Well, how was your week?
Oh, dude, it's the worst, man. It's like, God, I just can't seem to shake it.
Yeah. Pretty sure you need to start dumping whiskey in your face.
Something, man.
That'll cure that cough right up.
Yeah, I definitely need something in my life. I don't know if I need to, move to an arid climate or something, or if I need to just shove kitty litter in my lungs and watch it absorb the moisture.
That's not a bad call.
I don't know. It's brutal though.
Yeah.
You think okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up fine, and you wake up and It's like you're like shucking oysters and shit. It's the worst thing ever.
Wow. Aggressively masturbating first thing in the morning, huh? All right.
That's such a great term. Yeah. God, he's shucking oysters again.
Yikes.
Who's oysters?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey now.
See what you did there.
Oh. Getting all sensual and shit.
Well, you'll do that.
I know, right? What sucks is like I tried to, I wanted to get this going as early as possible because, I got to get up stupid time tomorrow because work.
Yeah.
And man, we ended up running late. Well, by we, I mean me, because I was fucking around with this. You know what?
Fucking thing sucks.
Goddamn right it does.
Yeah.
There was so much gold in that Bill O'Reilly clip. I only
Not
pulled
often.
2 samples out of it, but it's so much gold.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, bro, it's the worst. It is the worst.
Yeah. There was quite a bit. I just sitting here listening to you talk to yourself, and walk yourself through how you were setting that up or whatever.
Yeah, and over like...
Yeah, that's pretty much what it sounded like.
Yeah,
almost speaking tongues. It was pretty weird.
You probably thought you were like Skyping into like, I don't know, some sort of Afghani cave or something. Over here breathing cave dust for a decade.
I think they sound better, actually.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
They don't. All I know is it was terrible.
Yeah.
And like
it's still not set up the way you want it.
I like the screen we got going on right now.
Uh-huh.
But I have so much plans for this. It's gonna be. I want it to be so much better.
We need lucha masks.
Oh, bro! If we have lucha masks,
that way, El Tigre and Senor Delicioso can do a podcast.
Indeed. What we might need is another camera for when you're like, because I want to do more live, like in the same room stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't have like some sort of crazy wide shot. We can have our own.
Oh, I don't know about that. That sounds funny.
So we need a producer so they can go back and forth between us. That'd be crazy.
Only if they do it and make that sound.
Yeah, I assume that's the sound producers make.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all they do.
I really don't know, if I'm being honest.
Right.
Makes
sense. Yeah.
After all that, I deserve a delicious Oberon, if I'm being honest.
Oh, wow.
It's the worst, bro.
I wish some way I could hear about your thoughts on Oberon.
Oh, it's funny, Brian, because I just actually, if you followed the Salty Language podcast, which if you're listening is now,
I hope you are.
I hope you are too. I put out the All the Beers trailer on our feed today, which is just me going, "Hey guys, I'm going to talk about beer," basically.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I did officially put episode 1 out, which is All Day IPA, of course.
Right.
And it should be on Spotify hopefully tomorrow, because Spotify's weird. It's like if you upload your stuff, it doesn't go up till the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't know about because I'm searching for it. I was like, well, where is it? So I had to do, okay. It'll be on YouTube and Spotify. Apple. Why does Apple take so long to approve podcasts?
I have no idea, but they do. Yeah.
I'm still waiting on Google Play too. It's pretty annoying.
Google took a while. For when I submitted us to it. I actually for us, Google took longer than Apple did, but I don't know.
I remember when Spotify first was like, "Hey guys, we're going to do podcasts." It took a while for us to get that approval. This time,
because what ended up happening was it was finally that Libsyn worked out that deal with them to where you could automatically send stuff to
fair
Spotify.
enough.
Yeah, once that happened, it was pretty much all you had to do was just apply pretty much and wait until they told you yes.
Yeah, it was this time I was just, yeah, exactly. I'm like, here's my RSS feed. And they're like, okay, it'll be up in a few hours. I was like, oh, geez. That's amazing. Thank you, Spotify.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, they're getting after it,
As they should.
They're flexing their muscle or their wallet anyway.
Right.
And, buying up all sorts of stuff to, I was just reading an email a little bit ago that they're already in various other countries. They're already pushing to number 1 for the how people access podcasts.
I mean, it makes sense because it's cross-platform.
Yep.
You know, you don't have to have the app. Like I use Downcast, whatever. Yeah. But you don't have to have the, you know, oh, only got Apple Podcasts or Google Play. You can be whatever.
Yep.
Because, you know, when I eventually jump ship off of this hunk of garbage phone and go to Android, I can just listen to everything on Spotify if I really want to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. And it definitely helps that so many people already use Spotify. You know?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, it's not some upstart company to where it's like, oh, you have to download this new app. It's like, oh, it's already on.
Yeah, like, oh, it's Spotify.
Yep.
I mean, if you don't have Spotify, you're probably like a loser or something.
Wow.
I know, harsh. Did you hear? What's that stupid satellite radio called? Sirius. They bought Pandora.
No.
Yeah, I think they're shaking in their booties with their satellite-based music system.
Probably, because it's like as I see different different shows, you know, starting on there and stuff at times, and I'm like, you know, there's so many free podcasts. I don't know if you're getting, you know, you've got to really like somebody to get serious to listen to a talk show.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
I love, you know, Norton's comedy and stuff. It's like I get the Chip Chipperson podcast for free every week.
Yeah, you know? For sure. And honestly,
you know, also I hate Sam Roberts, so I would never.
Well, fair enough. But I was like, if you really notice, I'm using your puffball, your microphone afro.
Yeah.
So essential. I just discovered, and it makes sense that, you know, like all their interviews they put on YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
right?
Why wouldn't you just? Oh, I don't know. Excuse me. I'll die of beer breath. Why wouldn't you just pick it up wherever?
Yeah.
Instead of the, I don't know, bro.
Yeah. I know what it is. Like, they're putting the stuff on YouTube in hopes that they're giving you that little taste, and you're like, oh, man, I want to hear more of this kind of a thing or whatever. But I don't know. That stuff's never really worked on me like that. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you, right?
Yeah. Well, it's weird. I was reading this podcast email that I get, and they were talking about how there's different, like, what is it? I think the BBC or something is pulled a bunch of their podcasts off of, I think it's off of Google, and they're basically going to have their podcast available. It sounds, I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds like they were kind of putting them behind a paywall.
Well, they're clearly the British don't know what they're doing. No offense to the British listeners.
It's not just them. There's some others doing it too. But they said that, you know, upon asking people are not big fans of, you know, doing that. And I was like, well, of course not. Again, Spotify is free.
Yeah.
If you want premium, it's not. But, you know, Spotify itself is free. Audible's got podcasts, you know, which Audible's, dude, I'm not paying $15 a month to listen to Audible's podcast, you know?
Right, exactly.
You know, but so I think that's what they're thinking, though, is that, you know how like a bunch of the TV networks, you know, they're not part of, like, different ones pulled away from Hulu, like Comedy Central did, you know, because they were like, why should we give you the advertising dollars when we can just make our own app and,
right,
you know, get all the advertising dollars? And I think that's kind of the way some of these others are thinking, but I don't know that this is going to work with podcasts as well.
I mean,
there's so many free ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you listen to? The BBC talking about, I don't know, the state of the English Channel.
Yes.
And, like, you know, the roundabouts and whatever they talk about in England, or
I'd
delicious sounds of salty language.
Both.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah.
Brian, it's you and I.
It's true.
More seductive than sex.
Right?
Yeah. I agree.
I'm just saying. Boy,
like, I get it.
How did I can actually,
you know,
read my sound effect buttons? This is great.
Yeah, I bet. You know, it's like, I get it with some podcasts, you know, like when they do the paywall, like, something like Hardcore History or
Yeah.
Marin or whatever. I get it, because it's just an additional revenue source.
Right.
But to only have your show on one, I don't know, that bugs me.
Yeah.
But it's like even Comedy Central, they've got a channel on Sirius, but they put out podcasts.
Right.
Like the You Up with Nikki Glazer one, they put out one a week where she does a summary of the week, and they play little clips from each day's episode.
Right.
And it's, I would listen to all 2 hours probably if I had Sirius, but I'm not going to get Sirius just for that,
Why so serious?
Exactly.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. We'll see. The whole podcast thing's an evolving thing, but it's like I think it's weird that like you got a couple of companies that are like, there's another one. What's it called? I can't think what it is now. Like Trevor Noah, and I saw some other people have got podcasts on it, but it looks like it's like an app you pay for, like a monthly service kind of thing.
Well, they're probably banking on like, celebrity status, so for sure we can get people to pay for this.
Right.
Which
I'm surprised Podcast One didn't do that already.
Yeah, I know, right? For sure.
They love ads. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Can you imagine if Podcast One was like, hey, if you get the Podcast One app, and pay X dollars a month, no ads, people would be like, holy shit, thank God.
I'll absolutely do that.
Yeah, because this way, instead of it being a 4-hour podcast, it'll only be an hour because I won't have your ads to listen through.
Right, exactly.
Criminy. But anyway.
Criminy is right.
Yeah. I think it's weird, like I said, you got Spotify basically working on like, here's free podcasts. And at some point they may have an additional premium tier for podcasts only. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Probably not. They'll probably just,
if people want to have a paywall, which I know we're loud and proud. We're free. We're like hippies. We're so free.
Yeah, kind of.
Dirty, unkempt armpits, whole situation.
You're right on all that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The difference between us and hippies is if you were like, throwing $100 bills at us, we'd be like awesome, and we'd probably be fist fighting each other, cleaning them up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I can almost I more get the paywall when it's like, here's like 20 episodes for free.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go to listen to back ones, okay then.
Yeah, like I said, like Marin does that and stuff, and even though Marin's making, I'm sure, a very nice living off of his podcast, I don't mind it as much because especially from our side of things, it's like that hosting costs money.
Yeah, right.
So as a result, you're and like I said, even though they're making good money and stuff, it's like there's still a cost, especially as you have more and more and more.
Yeah.
Podcasts and bandwidth usage
and all that stuff.
Right. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but you know what I discovered this week?
No.
Okay. I've always April Fool's Day used to be something I enjoyed. It was like trick gum and fucking whoopee cushions filled with gravy, whatever.
Sure.
Let's have fun. Let's party.
All right.
But what I don't like
Yeah.
is corporations on April Fool's Day.
Oh, yeah. They're so bad.
They're so, like, okay, you know me, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing I'm a fan of. It's like Founder's Beer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say corporate shilling. Okay. Yeah.
Well, for sure. But they put up a thing on April Fool's. And it's like, which beer are we going to make next? Munbeing or like BLT or something stupid.
They were terrible.
It's like, and I just get so, every April Fool's. Why?
See, I think part of the problem is in order for something to get people to be a joke like that or to prank them, it has to have some semblance or potential for truth. Right?
Yes. But everyone sees it coming on April 1st.
Well, that too. But also look at the two flavors they picked. Founders isn't making that kind of stuff. there are breweries that if they posted that, I'd be like, they might be making this.
Right.
Like, you know, like, because we've seen some weird shit over the years.
Oh, yeah. So I'd be like, what? You know? But April 1st is just like, I just get annoyed. Like, I wanted to throw my phone across the room.
Yeah. I love James from The Obscure Gentleman. I may not be, I may misquote this a little bit, but he posted a tweet that was something like, good morning, and the other person says, I don't believe you. And it's basically it's an April Fool's Day thing, because that is literally how I approach the day.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
Is pretty much anything anyone says, especially like corporates and all that stuff. It's like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like, no, I don't. It could be a dead serious thing, and they're not even thinking. Like, they put out this press release, like, oh, God, it's April Fool's. What are we thinking?
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything serious that day.
No. The ones I hate more actually end up being the people who do the, I'm pregnant bullshit. And, oh, God, what was it? There was another one.
Well, like I saw one online that was just captioned, "It didn't go well," and it was a ring box and with a note and it says April Fool's.
Ah, okay.
So do the old proposal, and then it's just like, oh, actually, I'm just here to crush your heart.
See,
no big deal.
Yeah, that's not funny.
No, it's neither fun or funny.
No, exactly. Yeah. It's like you'll be lucky if that person doesn't punch you, you know?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Rightfully so, if I'm judging that case, I'm like, nah, they fully had the right to hit you in the head with a brick.
Yeah. April Fools, here's 87 stab wounds.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Yeah. It is even worse now with social media, because, every business wants to have the witty account, and then they also April Fools type things, and no.
Yeah, and I'm sure every, like, a corporation, company, whatever, feels like they need to do something.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
would have more respect for the ones that don't.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I guess unless you're a subscriber to the, any press is good press.
I guess. I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm still waiting for a press to notice us.
Yeah.
We should do something outrageous.
We should.
Oh, speaking of outrageous, I wanted to talk to you about this, since we're doing this live shit, right?
Are we about to talk about Gem?
Gem is truly, truly outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you? Probably.
It's a cartoon, dude.
Would you?
Anyway, what were you saying?
So, you remember that bar that, I'm like I'm going to call myself an owner of?
Okay.
That I backed on
yeah.
Owned by former enthusiast guy Steve Wary?
Yes.
I kind of feel like you and I should go there. And be like, hey, Steve Wary, remember us? And he'll be like, no. We'll be like, okay, well, we interviewed you 4 years ago.
Right.
That's
pretty accurate.
Yeah, it is. But we should, how do you feel about maybe doing a podcast there?
I don't know about all that.
Having Steve sit down with us and shit?
I don't know about all that.
Maybe. Maybe. I know, because it would be like a thing.
Yeah.
But we're getting crazy. I'm trying to, we need to. So I want Salty Language to take over Toledo, and then Ohio, and then the world. Something like that.
Makes sense. There is no vaccination for us, so.
No, this is very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Right. I like this.
I don't know. I just want to throw. I meant to throw it out to you when we were just setting up, but I was too busy dealing with
Fucking thing sucks.
That program that I'm fucking around with.
Yeah. That you're in love.
I really think it's going to be amazing if I can figure out the ins and outs of it.
Right.
It's
going to be amazing if you ever get it to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's like having a shitty car. You got to you got to hit it with a hammer, and you got to tweak it here, and you got to to get it to start.
You're Al Bundy with his Dodge.
Accurate. Yes.
Because he thinks it's the mighty Dodge.
The mighty Dodge.
Goes, no. I'm sure it actually, you're right, though. That program does look like it'll be pretty good.
It's really cobbled together right now, but I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Cobbled together.
It is.
Pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Brian, this fucked me up. I have an adult in my house now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty weird. I thought about that the other day because actually, trying to think who it was. Somebody asked me like when your birthday was, and when I said it, and I was like, because I was thinking about the date, and I'm like, which means Logan is 18 today.
Yes,
because it was on his birthday, and I was like, wow. So
yeah, my son turned 18.
Yep.
I have there's another full-grown man in the house now. Not even, I mean, yeah, I can still take him, but
right. And your son.
Yeah, and
there's just some grown man in your house now.
It's weird to think though, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, it's bizarre. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, nothing's changed, but it's still weird.
Yeah,
you know,
it is when you
like I could send him out to give me porn if I want.
You haven't?
I mean, why would I? The internet's full of it.
Internet. Yeah, that's true. You can have him go buy you cigarettes now.
I could. He could go buy me cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and lottery tickets.
And lottery tickets, you're right. Awesome. Yeah.
It's just weird, though.
Yeah. I mean, my ultimate goal with him was just to be old enough to drive so he could pick us up from the bar.
Yeah, it's when I conceived him 18 years ago, that was my thought.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know what Uber is right now, but I'm going to make it a thing right here.
Right. I need a designated driver.
Yes, exactly.
That makes sense.
Right? I don't know. It's the whole... Well, one, it makes me feel old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two, it's like the place I'm working at, there's some youngins that work there. One of the dudes is 19. I'm like, man, if my son acted like this dude, I'd be putting him through, well, it'd be like F is for family. I'll put you through the fucking wall. Be every day with that guy.
Right. You know, it's funny you mentioned how that makes you feel old. And, like, for the most part, you know, when people do can you believe it was this long ago? And I'm just like, yes, because I know how math works. But
that's accurate.
But it's funny because, you know, like for most people, it's like they would have their kids. You know, when they age, you know, they go, wow, my kid's this much, or maybe a younger sibling or something. And, you know, I don't have either of those things. So yesterday I read that it was 30 years ago to the day that Ken Griffey Jr. debuted in the major leagues of baseball. And I was like, whoa.
Holy shit.
A baseball player debuting is what made me feel old.
Yeah, fair enough. Like Leah kind of got me today because she was like, just think, Dad, 2 years I'm going to be driving. I was like, oh, God.
Not if I can help it. No.
Exactly. It's going to be hard to drive
driving
when you're in a... Whatever, I can't even think. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Right.
The fact that my kids are getting old is a bizarre world.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm still young and whatever. Spry.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Spry,
he says.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to, I mentioned on here a while ago that, you know, my doctor was like, hey, you know, go give blood because it'll, you know, help you get your...
He also said go hit the weight room.
Yeah, he did. And I haven't done that yet. I probably missed the window on that one. But
Damn, Brian, you had a chance.
I know, I did. I could have made it. I could have been somebody.
It'd be great if we fired up the video feed and you just got this like swole ass neck. You'd be like, what the fuck?
And that's it. Just the neck.
Yeah, just the neck.
Because I needed to support my head.
It's true. I mean, you probably have a swole ass neck already of that goddamn Easter Island domer up there.
Yeah, son of a bitch. So anyway, I realized that there was a place fairly close that was doing they were hosting a blood drive yesterday. So my brother and I went over to do that. And I was on the Red Cross's website the night before, and they were like, hey, you know, use the Rapid Pass or whatever so you can, you know, already answer all the, you know, do you engage in risky behaviors? Are you carrying AIDS? You know, those kind of things.
Right.
And so after answering yes to all those things, no, I'm kidding. So I went to, I get this thing, and it gives you like a QR code. So when you go in, they can just scan it, and you don't have to do the paperwork baloney there.
It'd be great if they gave you a fun wristband, like you're at Cedar Point with the fast lane or whatever pass.
Right? You just picture there's this long line of people, and you're like, "Ha, suckers! I get to go first."
Everyone's like, "Oh, and
I get the clean needle." No, I'm kidding.
the one clean needle.
Yeah. Suckers!
Later, bitches.
Enjoy the HIV questions, and then they have to test your hemoglobin count, by stabbing you in the finger, which is funny because that hurt worse than anything that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So, anyway, so I get all this, and I look over at one point, like right before I'm done, and I look over, and my brother is already like almost hooked up.
Did he not have the fast pass?
He did not have the rapid
fast
pass.
pass is bullshit.
It's all a lie.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I had the rapid pass. I should get the fast person.
Exactly.
They should be racing. Exactly.
Yes.
They should be racing ahead of time to see who's fast.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Worry about the paperwork later.
Yeah. I'm down. That would be perfect.
Yeah. But it really was no big deal though. It only took less than 10 minutes, I think, for them to pull the blood. And
did you get the orange juice and cookie and all that situation?
Oh, they didn't have orange juice. They had apple juice though.
You should have just brought a beer. Like, I got this.
Hilarious. Sit down and crack open a big dumb hams.
Exactly. Be like, sir, you really, you'd be like, nah, it's cool. I got another one.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel these.
Yeah, it's the only reason I get blood, baby.
Yeah, for that quick boost. Oh man. No, they had apple juice or water, and then they had a variety of snacks. I chose fruit snacks because I'm a big boy.
Ooh.
And yeah.
They give you a juice box?
Yeah. Well, no, it was a can of juice. I didn't give you a juice box.
It'd be sweet if it was a juice box.
Yeah. I asked the guy if they had Capri Sun, but he said no. Said they didn't have that kind of budget.
I need an honest answer here. When's the last time you had a juice box?
Oh man. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I can't remember the last time I had one, but I know it was one of those things where wherever I was, I like shamefully drank it. Because I was like, I opened up the fridge, and I was like, oh fuck, juice boxes, and I just like shotgunned it basically because it wasn't supposed to be drank by me.
Right. Oh yeah, I'd totally be all over it. I don't care, man. It's like as soon as
apple juice gives Pamels and migraines, much like everything else.
That's fair. God damn it. Yeah, as soon as I saw the apple juice, though, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have me some apple juice."
Fuck yeah!
So I, like I said, I had apple juice and fruit snacks because I was a big boy.
Big boy.
So
yeah, they gave you a sticker.
No, actually, they didn't give us stickers. They had them and they didn't give us any.
What?
But
You should have burned the building down.
Hold on, because I got a medal.
A medal?
Yeah.
How much blood did you give?
That's none of your business. No. I'm trying to unwrap this for anyone listening. See?
Holy shit. And it has like a ribbon?
Yeah.
What?
Of course it has a ribbon. That's what you do with medals. You wear them around your neck so you can brag.
It's true. You know what you should do is you should wear that and get like an old, like, go to an antique store and get an old, like, World War II style helmet. So whenever we play Battlefield, you can get your helmet and your medals and stuff.
I was thinking that every time I give blood, I should wear that. And if they give me another one, just keep
Yes.
So I go in with like 70 of them on at some point.
Walk in like swimmer.
Probably still do.
Probably.
Yeah. Mm.
Wow. I can't. I mean, the medal's kind of cool. I'll be honest.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Stickers for chumps. Medals are for fucking champions.
I mean, well, why couldn't I have both? They had a huge roll of stickers. They wouldn't have missed one.
They should just, I
should have just stolen stickers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Nothing helped you sleep better at night than stealing from the Red Cross.
Oh, man, it makes me feel good every time.
So good, yeah.
I know, right? Take that, Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, either. So here's what I found funny yesterday was the reason I was told to go give blood is because my hemoglobin count was, what did I tell you before? Do you remember? It was like 17.
It was something stupid.
Yeah, and it was 17 because I think the doctor said when it gets to 18, they start to like, you know.
Yeah, like, you basically have caramel in your blood.
Well, I mean,
thick, delicious caramel.
What do you think makes all them rocks I piss?
It's true. It's true. It's rock candy.
They're
really.
like they're like sugar cubes now.
Flavor crystals.
Right. I don't think anyone wants those.
Yeah, no. Worst flavor crystals ever.
Yeah, if someone's about to put some icebreakers in their mouth right now and be like, never mind.
Never mind.
You know?
This suddenly tastes like dick.
Yeah.
I
mean, let's be fair. It always tastes like dick. You know.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're just thinking about it now.
Oh yeah, accurate.
So she does the the finger stab and test my level there, and she goes, your hemoglobin's at 17.5, and I'm going, I don't know if there's like a limit to where you can't give blood if you're, because I'm sure there's some number, you know. And at first she's like as long as you're over 13, basically, whatever, so we're like, cool. She goes, you're at 17 and a half, and I'm like, ugh. I was like, yeah. And she looks at me and goes, that's awesome.
That's awesome is what she said.
And I'm like, okay. And apparently one of the things you can have done there is you can donate what they call Power Red, which I believe, I might be getting this wrong, but
is that like muscle piss? But like an energy drink?
I mean, since it's coming from me, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, Power Red is it's kind of a side effect of muscle piss.
You know what else it sounds like?
What's that?
It sounds like a shitty 80s like Russian bad guy.
Power Red?
Power Red.
Actually, it's my 80s hair metal band.
That's
Power
sick.
Red. But we do everything with, a Russian accent.
Naturally.
So. But our singer's from Russia, so it's not racist. Yeah. Oh, man. So... anyway, so she was like, telling me about this Power Red stuff. I think she said something like they cycle your, they give you back your red blood cells, and they take the, was it the platelets and something else from it or whatever. And apparently they have more trouble getting that than they do blood because, I guess most people don't have, caramel running through their veins like I do.
Exactly.
So she's like, we don't have the machine here. She's like, if we did, I would pretty much beg you to donate that instead. And I was like, alrighty. And she's like, in the future, you should really consider this. And in my head, I'm going, well, the point of me giving blood today is actually to get that number down.
Right.
So,
like, hey, what's it worth to you though, Linda?
Well, they don't pay you for. I mean, if you want to get money from that stuff, you gotta go to a plasma bank.
It's always sexual favors.
That's true.
Just saying.
Well, then I gotta change my questionnaire.
Accurate. There goes that risky behavior situation.
Yeah, it's no good.
There's no one riskier than a Red Cross nurse.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
right.
Filthy animals.
Right. I did laugh that at one point when she was done, she clamps off the tube and whatever.
Clamps.
Yeah, and she's like, okay, she's like, I don't want to freak you out, but I'm gonna put the bag of blood on the table next to you. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, and I was like, yeah, blood doesn't bother me. I'm good. And she was like, oh, okay. She's like, because apparently early in her career,
right,
she didn't tell someone she was going to do that, and then when she did, the person freaked and kicked the bag, basically.
What?
Yeah, and I guess when it hit the floor, somehow it became compromised. So, that they just had to throw it in the trash at that point, or just drink, whatever.
Be great if you kicked the bag and an impromptu hacky sack game started.
That'd be fun. What would be great is if you just see somebody grab one of the bags and just hit it in the side with their key and shotgun it.
Oh God!
Like, huh?
Like,
I
wow!
didn't expect that.
Huh. Vampires do
right.
exist.
Yeah.
Check that man for sparkles.
Yep. No sparkles here.
Oh, sparkles here.
Yep. So yeah, that was, really easy. If anyone listening has never given blood and, like you're afraid of it or any of that kind of stuff, don't be. It was so freaking easy. It's like the injection in your arm's no different than any time you have blood work done,
Right.
And they said that it's pretty common for people to feel uncomfortable during the process. I never did. I never felt lightheaded.
You got that power red.
You're right. I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah.
You're like
but
Super Saiyan in there.
Right? The only thing I felt was the best way I can describe it is I felt like, like when you're first getting tired, how you can just kind of feel your energy level drop a little bit.
Oh, I'm super familiar.
Yeah, I feel so.
I can't wait till we're live and I'm doing this.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That's going to be great. Is Tony having a seizure? Nah, he's just falling asleep.
Just tired.
But that's about how I felt. Was just like a little weak,
Right.
but that's it. Nothing else. So, and once I, powered up with apple juice and fruit snacks, I was good to go.
Dude, breakfast champions.
Yeah, I didn't eat a whole lot before I went because they say not to, apparently. So
you shouldn't walk in there with like a whole hot and ready, like half devoured.
Right? No. You just what would be great is while I'm in there having a pizza, like time it so it's delivered while I'm there.
Yeah.
House it over in the little snack area. That
Exactly.
They set.
Pizza in like a 2-liter. Like, good Lord, this dude's an animal.
No, not 2-liter, a 6er.
Nice.
A 6er of Big Dumb Hams.
I'm telling you, if a pizza place could also deliver beer, gold mine.
Yeah.
How is this not a thing?
I think there's some places that can, because they're like right next door to the bar base, or not bar, but like liquor store or something.
I'm just saying.
I know. I want this as bad as you do.
I mean, going local, but up in Dundee, Michigan, because I noticed a sign the last time I was up there. They have a Papa John's that advertises beer as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I don't know if they have like a dine-in situation.
Yeah, because like Pizza Hut used to serve beer, but that was only at the dine-in ones. Like you couldn't call up and hey, I need a couple Thin and Crispies and 6 or 10 beers.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if there was a situation where you could be like, bro, large pizza, breadsticks, and I need a 12-pack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that seems like the right move.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that's why I said, it's I that would have been great for me after that. What was funny is I was hungry afterward, and they do tell you to eat.
Yeah.
Because you got to start rebuilding the iron in your blood. Because iron helps the oxygen move throughout your system or whatever it is. So
science mumbo jumbo.
I guess it's important or something. But yeah, my brother stopped.
You're gonna be telling me Earth's round.
Well,
Ugh.
It's round the sun once a year.
hurt.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question, I almost called them back because they were like, if anything happens that you need to change your questions, call us back. And afterwards, I did eat a deli sandwich from Speedway. So I did.
That's risky behavior.
Risky, yeah.
It's a good thing they got that blood first.
No, do you know what I did? I went with the smart move. They had one that was like, it was like pepperoni, salami, and something else. And I was like, all cured meats. That way there's a less chance of it just being horrible. Barely.
You're still dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight.
All that salt in there will kill anything off. It's fine. I mean, it was fine.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure like the last time I had a gas station deli sandwich, because sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures,
which is what I was yesterday.
I think it was like 45 minutes later.
Yeah,
my colon's like,
surprise, motherfucker.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's a problem.
Yep. Yeah, it can be.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Nah, it was fine.
It was fair enough.
I will say this: it's not like, and I know the one you had's probably along these lines too, but it's not like the ones like when we were growing up to where it was literally like wrapped in plastic.
Yeah.
Looked like somebody rolled it in the back room, probably, or made it in the back room. You know,
pretty soccer kicked it into a Reynolds wrap box.
Seriously, probably keep the tuna fish in their underpants. You know,
God.
what?
If anyone eats gas station tuna fish,
Right?
whatever you get, you deserve.
Oh fuck! What was it on Futurama? The one episode, Fry eats a gas station. I think it's egg salad sandwich, and then he has basically a colony of these like worms that are in his system that make him like the ultimate person kind of thing. So it's a fun episode.
I mean, that's not bad if you can manage to find that sandwich.
Yeah,
you know.
Yes, like
just
that
gas
was the
station
stuff
entrees should not be a thing.
All right, look here. Yeah, well, yeah.
Unless you're
I
like
never
a Wawa.
understood. Okay, I don't know if I've ever been to one of those.
Yeah, it's a Pennsylvania thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never understood people that would go into like the gas stations or wherever and get tuna, egg salad, chicken salad, you know, like any salad sandwich. I'd be like, nope.
I just like,
Nope.
you know, if I'm forced to eat gas station food, I'm grabbing like cheese sticks, almonds, you know, stuff that's doesn't have like mayonnaise on it and meats.
Listen.
Yeah.
That's the difference between you and I. The way you get Muscle Piss and Power Red is you fucking take chances in life.
That's true. That's true. You're like the evil Knievel.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah. It was not a great sandwich.
I can't imagine.
You know? No, but I mean, it did the job. So whatever.
I guess.
Yeah.
I would have. You should have punched your brother in the face and demanded he take you elsewhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Anywhere else would have been fine than Speedway sandwiches.
I don't know. There's worse places. I've been to worse places that have food, and you're like, eh. So,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. At least it wasn't a roller dog.
Yeah. I've never partaken in the roller dog.
Oh.
They always just look too suspect.
Yeah. That was the thing. They always just look too gross. Like they, like they're overcooked or whatever. It's like,
I like it when they came up with other roller foods, like, oh, we got taquitos or whatever they call them, like, oh, fucking tornadoes or whatever.
I'll eat some taquitos.
It's just like, I don't know. I just can't. Roller food I can't trust.
Yeah.
Like, for all I know, Billy, Jim, Bob, Billy or whatever, behind the counter in the middle of the night's rolling his dick over that thing because it feels good.
I hope so.
I'm just saying.
I mean, if you're working the overnight shift, you deserve a little joy.
It's a little pleasure in life.
It's terrible.
I don't know. Like I said, gas station food, with the exception of Snackies, should not be a thing.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many people load up on that shit.
What about donuts? Donuts okay? Because they're always brought in. They're never made there.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some, because, I'm a savage. I've definitely had some gas station donuts. And it's like you take that first bite and you're like, God, when was this baked? 8 years ago? Some of them were pretty bad.
Yeah, you got to get there at the right time of day, too. I mean, it doesn't help if you're walking in at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Usually they're pretty awful by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, donuts get a pass.
Okay.
I'm talking like I'm not walking in there and getting an egg, cheese, and sausage sandwich.
Come on.
If it's breakfast time and I'm like, I got to eat.
You don't even have to do that anymore. They have breakfast pizza now.
Oh, gee. I love breakfast pizza, but fuck off whoever's doing that. I had some...
Yeah. While I was standing in line, I saw the sign for it.
I had some dude trying to convince me that Speedway pizza was pretty good.
It's not great.
And I kind of wanted to, take him to Speedway, douse him in unleaded, and...
Yeah. Actually, it's not even really cheap anymore because Hot and Ready's exist, for like... Because it's like two pieces of pizza. What was it? $3.33, I think it said yesterday.
It's halfway to Satan.
Yeah, so it's like, I might as well just grab. I think you can get a whole pizza from them for like $7 or something. But
if I'm gonna eat shameful pizza, I'm just gonna get Hot and Ready. If I want to feel bad about myself and damage my insides,
yeah,
I'll spend $5 and all my self-respect.
I understand. If you want rocket diarrhea, I want it from Little Caesars the way God intended.
Exactly. I'm gonna get a couple extra packets of parm. I'm gonna get some red pepper flakes because I'm gonna try to like chef that shit up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna shit my pants later and cry myself to sleep probably.
Probably, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is
Speaking of,
I mean, I
well,
have to
go ahead.
say that is sometimes a guilty pleasure of mine. Every once in a while, I'm like, I need that shit sauce and there's something about it.
It never should sound good. There's all this other pizza, and I don't even mean like local place. There's just better pizza at a near price point for like $1 more or $2 more. But
every so often, dude, that little demon that lives in the back of my head's like, go get one.
Yeah.
You know you want it.
Think after us having the shop that I would have never wanted Little Caesars ever again because I ate so much from there.
We kind of had the Little Caesars hacks, though. Like, get a bacon. Make that shit fresh.
Yeah, that's true. That did work. That was, those were a lot.
You don't get that pepperoni pizza that was made at like 10 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah, but that's got character,
It does. Dude, it's got a little bit of that pizza patina.
Yeah, I don't mind opening the pizza box. It talks to you for a couple minutes. Asks you how. When
one of those pepperonis winks at you. You're like, I see you, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, let's make out over here.
And then you do.
And then you do. Yeah.
You're cramming all of it in your face.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're anyone that has zero self-respect, you're getting hot and ready, you're eating the whole thing.
You better be.
You better be. That's not one you bring to share. Because people go, really? Really?
It's funny, actually, when I different bowling leagues I was in, they would have people ask people to bring food, and there was always somebody who brought like 4 to 6 hot and readies.
Well, if you're bringing 4 to 6, it's a different story.
Okay. I mean, because at that point you're making a business decision.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to pay
a hot and ready.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. You're bringing 4 to 6, you at least, you're like, okay, at least they're trying.
No, the best way to bring a hot and ready to any situation is to have a piece or two out of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That way you didn't even bring a full pizza.
Yeah.
It's like bringing a 4-pack of beer that's supposed to be a 6.
Right. Like, Brian, if I was like, hey, come over, we're going to do, we're going to do another live podcast. I'll be like, I got pizza. And you showed up and there's a hot and ready sitting on the table. You're probably liable to smack me in the mouth.
I would be shocked, actually, first of all. Second of all, I mean, I'd probably just eat it and shut my face.
I mean, but one hot and ready.
That's saying. Just one for the two?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Trying
no
to
one
like
shares one hot and ready. If you're buying a hot and ready, that's for you.
That's right. That's a whole box of shame for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear you.
Now, it's different if there's hot and ready in a bag crazy sticks or whatever fuck they call that stuff.
Crazy bread, you were close.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, there's an app and an entree. I can get behind this.
An app and an entree. True. Or that cheesy bread that they have. We used to get that at the shop quite a bit, too. Because
get that and mix it up.
Yeah, you just get that and have them put like pepperoni or bacon on the top of that.
It's funny. I drove by the old shop today because I was at my bank, which is right up the road from there. And that whole building's basically vacant now. Except for that Chinese restaurant.
That place will never die.
Dude, that place, there's never anyone there. I can only imagine they'd survive off of takeout from those weird apartments across the street.
Yeah, I would think so.
That place is suspect as fuck.
Yeah, because there were plenty of times when we were there was like no one in the parking lot. I walk over there, and there's people in there like waiting on food.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. A lot of it. I mean, when we were there, a lot of it came from our place.
I mean, I imagine the stray cat / pigeon population in that area is a little on the low side.
So good.
Is it?
No. I mean, it's not. I've had worse Chinese food. I'll say that.
Yeah, same here. But it was a little suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now you talk about me rolling the dice. That's where I was rolling the dice.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll take an order of questionable fried rice.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. For a long time at Chinese places, I would only get like fried rice. Like I'd get vegetable fried rice.
I don't blame you.
Or chicken fried rice because the pieces of the chicken are usually small.
Right.
So they always are cooked thoroughly, and there's less tail.
Way less tail.
with his tail.
That's what he mixed in a little bit of lizard meat.
Yeah. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Call
That's
that
good
Arizona chicken.
Yeah. Delicious.
Delish.
Yeah. And so I remember, I don't know if I've told the story on here or not before, about how, the two kids that were arguing in the shop the one day about that the Chinese place used cats
Right.
for their food. And I was like, no, they don't. And the one kid's like, how do you know? And I'm like, because if they did, I wouldn't be here. I'd be out collecting free cats.
Accurate.
Which is not true. But
Oh, jeez, my dumb dog is staring at me through my studio door.
I bet she is. She's like, I heard you talking about hunt readies.
Should I let her in? Well, it's probably going to be a Bells Let's Talk moment.
I don't know, man. Seems dangerous. Oh boy, he's doing it.
Come on, stupid. Jesus Christ. I know. Yeah, welcome to the party, Snuffles.
Yeah.
I went to the butcher can't talk. Butcher store shop. Fuck.
Wow.
Butcher shop yesterday.
Yeah.
I got her as like this, I was like, hey, you guys have dog bones? Like, oh yeah, in the freezer right there, and they're all enormous fucking bones.
Right. Wow, those
like-
are some big dogs.
Yeah, exactly. I know, like prehistoric shit.
Yeah. Oh.
So I got her this bone because I used to buy these bones from this dude at the farmer's market. He would smoke them. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll just do that. So this morning I got up, threw a bone on the smoker, and it's been like an all-day affair after it got done and cooled.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, she's loving life.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
I know.
Who doesn't like something smoked like that,
Bro, I pulled it off the thing. I was like, God damn, this looks delicious.
I might eat this.
I know. I was like, I might start gnawing on this thing. Well, because, got that delicious marrow in there. See some crackers or something.
Yeah. And, a Sawzall.
Sawzall. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Got you, doggo.
Yep.
I've, this isn't probably going to be shocking to anyone. I've come to enjoy watching Gordon Ramsay lately.
Yeah.
Like Leah and I have been watching that, 24 Hours of Hell and Back on Hulu.
Yeah.
We plowed through the latest season. So I started watching Kitchen Nightmares from like 8 years ago or whatever. Probably longer than that.
American one or British
The
one?
American one.
Okay.
I don't know what it
I
is.
like the British one a lot better.
Do you? Is it better?
It's less him just yelling for yelling's sake, and more about like actually helping the people.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, he still yells. Don't get me wrong. There's still plenty of people he yells at, but
Right.
I don't think, not like on Hell's Kitchen where he calls someone, a stupid sandwich or whatever.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, he put the 2 pieces of bread on the side of the woman's head.
Yeah, that's a classic internet thing right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because normally I'm not down for like reality programming like that, but there's something entertaining about Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I guess it's kind of cool because it's like something that Lee and I sit down and watch together, so that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. It's probably his hair. You love his hair.
His hair's not bad. If
I'm jealous
if I had delicious locks, I would probably have that British mop top situation or something.
Yeah. I would love to. That'd be good fun.
I'm not mad at it.
No.
And I can't believe watching the current thing we were watching and then going into the Wayback Machine. It's like, and we're both in there like, oh my God, look how young he is. We're like, I feel like a goddamn housewife.
Well, maybe you can end up on Real Housewives.
Maybe. The Real Housewives of Temperance.
Yeah. That's
That
going
would
to
be
be a
funny.
real saucy show. Yeah.
All these like hick-ass ladies that live around here.
I would love to see that show.
Hick-ass
Because it
ladies,
would.
a few trophy wives, and then me.
Yeah, I was gonna say not all of them would be Hicks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Because you've got to be the last one they show.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Because they start with like the Hicks, then they go to the trophy wives, and then they go to you,
Yeah,
and
like I'm
everyone's
strolling in.
It's
Strolling in with like a robe on and pushing a vacuum cleaner.
I prefer that you would saunter in.
I said a robe. I meant an apron. But
Whatever.
A robe's
Same
way
difference.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could wear apron as a robe.
Got the robe out, full chest exposed, fur and all. Like, who let the grizzly in?
Right. And of course, since you're a dad, you're obliged to wear a way too short robe.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Just a peak of balls.
yeah, the wind shifts just right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a little that chewed bubblegum action.
And the whole point of view on the show is to put you in positions, to where you have to slightly bend or turn to where it's
put
just
my leg up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Of course.
Like, Jesus.
You're like, oh, let me grab that for you. Bend over.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I thought you meant.
Son of a. Like, could you not bend over? No problem. Deep squat.
It looks like someone doing a kettlebell squat, but it's your balls.
Exactly.
Like, ah.
Like, oh, geez, I was not expecting this from the Real Housewives of Temperance.
Yeah, people wanting off the show.
Immediately, I win because everyone wants to leave. Yeah. Is that even a winning thing, the Real Housewives?
It's not at all. No.
I thought they got voted off or something. I don't even know.
No, I wish.
So what's the point of the show?
To just show a bunch of drama.
That's stupid.
Yep.
No, we're doomed. We're so doomed.
Yeah, probably. It's all right. I figure our deaths will be glorious, at least.
I hope so. Probably not. It'll probably be, I'll be watching Netflix with a hot and ready on my lap, and then the meteor hits.
No, you won't even get, what's going to happen is you'll have the hot and ready. You'll be, taking a bite of it. One piece will, you'll get some hot cheese in your mouth or something like that, and then you can't breathe because the cheese just grips inside your mouth.
Yeah, over. Sticks to my beard.
Right, yeah.
Seals up my mouth like fucking Neo in the Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be a terrible way to go. I love pizza, but man.
That would be a terrible way to die. Death by pizza. When pizza betrays.
Yeah. Death by pizza is fine, but not like that.
That should probably be a pizza. Death by pizza.
Somebody's got to have that. It's where it's like a quadruple stack pizza or something.
Stupid. Yeah.
It's like 4 Supremes stacked on each other. And I don't mean like the singers.
Oh, man.
That's a whole different ball game.
That's a whole different ball game. I think I saw a video like that once.
Ooh.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like pizza lasagna almost, which could definitely be a thing.
I feel like I've seen something like that, but if not, that needs to happen.
Yes, this does need to happen.
I mean, I guess really that's kind of like, Chicago pizza.
Right, true.
Basically pizza lasagna.
Pizza lasagna. You ever think of this? Because now I'm thinking lasagna.
Yeah.
You ever think you could lasagna all the things, right?
Yeah.
Like what if you did Big Mac lasagna?
You could, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, are you talking just cramming Big Macs into a pan, or are you talking making lasagna as
just exploded thinking about it? Yeah, like lasagna style. But,
okay.
Instead of the sauce and all that, you got your layers of cheese, your layers of burger, your layers of. I assume it's grimace jizz. I don't know. It's tasty. That's all I do know.
Right. Yeah. It's grimace oysters. Yeah.
Yeah. You do the Big Mac layering without the lettuce, because as we covered in a past podcast, hot lettuce, no bueno.
It goes on at the end.
Goes on at the end. Yeah. Don't follow my lead, people. Hot lettuce is right out.
It's right out. Yeah. Unless you're talking about, I think I titled the episode Hot Lettuce.
You certainly did. Yeah. Because it made me laugh when I saw it posted.
Yeah. Easy one to go find.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But I kind of want to make weird lasagnas all of a sudden.
All right.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do this.
What?
We're just gonna take favorite dishes of people's, and we're just gonna, if you remember,
that's hack.
Did that? Then they put quarter pounders on top of it. And,
that shit's hack. No.
Yeah.
I'm talking actual lasagna noodles.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, here's what I'm thinking. This might get crazy.
All right.
You get a nice pot chili going, right?
Okay.
I'm talking like Coney dog lasagna.
Yeah, there's no reason that couldn't work.
Right?
You know what? It's funny because it would be like kind of an in between of a Coney dog and a chili mac. I would think.
That's what I'm thinking, bro.
I wouldn't be mad at a chili mac lasagna either.
No, chili mac lasagna? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm gonna get crazy. Something's gonna happen out of this. My kids are gonna be like, "What are we eating?" Like, just shut up and grab a spoon.
Dad, I don't think the frosty lasagna was a good idea.
Yeah, I have had dessert lasagna before. It's not that great,
Yeah.
you know. But I think weird, unorthodox lasagnas,
Yeah.
like nothing makes me happier than a Reuben.
Okay.
Reuben lasagna, bro.
Why not? People have done Reuben pizzas, so
Oh, dude, the best Reuben thing I ever had was a Reuben egg roll.
that makes sense.
Fucking incredible.
Wasn't it? Oh, it was at Cloister. We had you had. I didn't have. Didn't they have like Reuben bites or something?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think they called
Dude, I'm getting hungry.
Oh boy, let's not do this again. Last time we talked about food on the podcast, and we went and ate afterwards, and oh boy,
Oh, we should definitely cover that, by the way.
did we eat?
Yeah. I hope you got that in your notes.
Oh no, but I think I'm still full from it.
Yeah, fair
mean,
enough.
Criminy.
I'm just going to let everyone know, and you know, I'm making something fucking crazy lasagna-wise, but we're going to move on, because I'll just talk about all these different versions of lasagna. Yeah. We should talk about the post-podcast situation.
Yeah, because I, like an idiot, hadn't eaten the day we did that, and as we were leaving Tony's house, I was like, "Hey, can you stop so I can get some eats at Taco Bell?" Because I didn't know like how you were gonna like head over here, because like the one way from your house is kind of like that's about all that's open that time of night.
Right.
There's pretty much Taco Bell and then nothing until you get here. So. And then, Michelle was like, "Ooh, Taco Bell." And then you were like, "Well, I could eat. How about we go get real food?"
Dude, well, it's so funny because we're getting in the car and like, I'm driving, I'm heading towards your place. And this is before you're like, "Hey, can we get some food?" In the back of my mind, I'm like, God, I kind of want to go and like, go like Frisch's or go get some eggs or something.
Yeah.
But it was late.
Well, especially after we had talked about breakfast on the podcast too.
Exactly. But it was kind of late, and I was like, whatever. I guess And then you were like, "Hey, you mind?" I was like, "Oh." And then she said that, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me throw my 2 cents into here.
Much better idea.
Yeah, we went to the old my house or our house, whatever it is. Nice little diner in the Toledo area here. It's open late as fuck, which is perfect. And boy.
You and I were both not real smart.
No, we were real smart.
At the same time, brilliant. So
we were the smartest, probably.
Yeah, probably. You're right. I'm
just being honest.
Yeah, we're looking at the and they had a thing called what was it? I'm Hungry, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, the I'm Hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had a lot of meat. And then pancakes.
Oh, dude, I got it all locked in. I can rattle
fries.
off what the dish was.
Okay. All right.
So you got 3 eggs.
Well, you pay special sauce, lettuce, cheese. Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Nice.
So you got your 3 eggs, any style.
Right.
You got your potatoes.
Yep.
I don't know what is going on.
You could choose between, and you could choose, what was it, home fries or hash browns, I think it was.
Yes, exactly.
For the potatoes.
So you got your potatoes. You got your slice of ham. You got your sausage patty. You got your 2 sausage links. You got your 3 strips of bacon. You got your toast.
And really quick, the sausages were deep fried.
Oh yeah, they threw them in the deep fryer. And then to top everything off, if you're like, God damn, that's a fuckload of food, slow down, because it also came with 2 flapjacks. God damn, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what made the fatal error was the three of us splitting that
You went with-
peanut butter pie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it was good, but whew.
yeah.
But I mean that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should have ate that much food at like 1:30 in the morning or whatever.
I was wondering about that because, like, for me, I knew I was going to be up for a while still.
Oh, not
you know,
me. I was immediately like, I thought I was dying
Yeah.
after I dropped you. I thought I was dead. I dropped you off. I was like, this is how I die tonight. You know,
I had sweats. I mean, you know, it was. Whew.
It was a glorious.
It was good,
I mean,
though.
it would have been a glorious death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said the gates of Valhalla were open and calling us.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
It was certainly a warrior's death.
Yeah. Oh man, it was good though, bro.
It was good. Yeah.
I mean,
That was definitely the right call.
Yeah, it was the best call. And it was weird too because we pulled in and the parking lot was packed, and
Yeah.
then the restaurant had like one creep sitting in it. Did you notice he had his own pitcher of iced tea? By the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Here's what I thought was weird about this guy.
Yeah.
He never, at least as far as I saw, he never looked anywhere but straight ahead. Like they had a TV on over in the corner. I never saw him look up to the TV. Never saw him look over to the grill where that samurai was making magic there.
Yes.
And you know, like all I saw, he just looked straight ahead.
Never looked in the kitchen with the random shirtless guy with pink hair showed up.
No, he probably didn't see that guy. That was weird.
That was weird.
We should have went over to that party.
Yeah, because apparently the place next door is having a private party, so everyone's ordering takeout from this diner.
Yeah.
Because our waitress, who cracks me up, she's
I dug her.
Heavy set black woman, definitely was awesome. And what was it? She called them all happy heifers or something.
Yeah, something like that.
She was not real impressed, I think, by all the takeout orders.
Oh, she was not. And well, it made sense because it was like, man, when we ordered, and I looked at the flat top, and I'm like, man, they got like all this food ahead of us. Like what, 3 burgers, and then he did some like chicken strips and something else before, and then I saw him start laying out all that glorious meat, and I'm like, okay, now he's getting to us.
Yeah, exactly. Why? I didn't even realize that thing came with ham, if I'm being honest. But
I didn't either. The ham was good.
I'm not mad at it because it was delicious ham.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
there was nothing on that plate that wasn't good. Pancakes were fantastic. They were cooked just right. I was quite happy.
Yeah, the whole thing was amazing.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to definitely remember that for another late night.
Yes.
Yeah, because those burgers looked legit as fuck.
They did. Yeah, he was rocking some burgers when we first came in there. He made, I know, like 2 of them look like probably what most places call like a cowboy burger or a barbecue burger or whatever. Had barbecue sauce and onion ring. I don't know what kind of cheese it was on it.
Right.
But man, they looked really good. And the other one was a blue cheese
bacon situation.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it.
Yeah,
Bacon.
which is one of my favorite burgers, honestly. Blue cheese bacon. Oh,
I hate blue cheese.
Blue cheese bacon lasagna. What? No.
That's a lot of blue cheese.
That's so much blue cheese. You blew it.
He needed the money.
Oh, hey.
That's terrible. Yeah. Man. Yeah, we definitely got to do that again.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Tasty.
So tasty.
And that time of night's perfect, too. There's nobody in there. It was great.
Dude, honestly, that's because I've been in there a couple times that late.
Yeah.
And that was the first time it's ever been that. Like, normally you walk in, it's a decent amount of people in there.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of like, I saw all the cars. I'm like, oh, this is typical. And we're like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it. That's for sure.
No, right?
Yeah.
Goddamn delicious. Today I went to a rummage sale, by the way.
Okay. On purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I live across the street from this weird church, right?
Yes.
And they got like their weird hall next to it. And since I've been living here in this house, about twice a year they do a rummage sale. I've always wanted to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, at the time, I wasn't really encouraged to go check it out. I was like, I never did. This time I decided to go.
Right.
It's just like it's like looking at just a bunch of shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of excited to see what was in there, and I actually bought a couple. Well, no, I tried to buy a couple things. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
They had a shitload of records, which I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Bro, it was so much Christmas music. Old country and not like cool country. It was like, like the best of Scooter McGee. And it was like some dude on like a chuck wagon, like,
man, I love Scooter McGee.
Exactly. And then like Christian music. That's all it was.
That
I
makes
did
sense.
buy a record. Well, tried to buy a record.
Pat Boone.
I wish. It was just called Honky Tonk Piano.
Okay.
But all the records were $1.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I dig honky tonk music. It's kind of cool. So I was like, oh, this might. And I've listened to like one song on it.
And that's why he's going to the Hall of Fame this Saturday for WWE.
There you go, because he's got the best, the
Yeah.
honky tonk man. He might have been is the honky tonk man's real name Fingers O'Rourke? Because that's who's the artist here.
Yeah, he looks like a guy whose name would be Fingers O'Rourke.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not the honky tonk I was hoping it would be.
That's a statement that I bet is uttered very rarely.
Yeah, that's a group of words that aren't put together very often.
Right.
Yeah. But it's not. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna listen to whole records at some point just to give it a chance.
Yeah.
But so like Lee and I walked over there, and it's weird. They had a room set up. It was just called the Lady Cave, which I'm like, that's kind of sexual. Like, I enjoy spelunking, like every guy. Well,
Sure.
not every.
Yeah.
Like a majority of gentlemen.
Right.
But so we had to walk through the Lady Cave. It was like not lady stuff at all. It was like their high-end area, which was weird.
Oh.
It was like the slightly nicer stuff, and it was like everything in this room must be paid for in this room, which I thought was weird. I don't know if the proceeds for that go somewhere. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't know, man. When there's a box, it just has a big printed out sign on it that just says boys underwear. Who's buying underwear at a rummage sale? Especially Catholic Church rummage sale. I'm not. That's probably all evidence.
Oh, dude. I was going to say, man, that's wow.
But there was honestly a couple things I was hoping to find.
A box full of boys underwear.
Yeah, I mean, today was a $2 bag day. You get a paper grocery bag, you just fill it up. It's $2. I could have filled that bitch up with boys underwear.
Right.
I could have made a killing on the on the
so
dark
funny,
web.
did you?
Yeah, just dump it all in there.
just keep packing it and roll. Trying to get every bit you can in there.
Stepping in it.
Yeah, like excitedly.
Like, oh my god, you guys have boys underwear?
Or just keep sniffing them.
Just walk around with it just on my face. These masks are cool, guys.
Yeah.
But like, I was hoping to find like an old radio because I want to have an old shit radio out in my garage, like just pick up whatever, just play some music, and not have to bring my Bluetooth out and all that,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plus, where I live, the cell coverage, I'm like a cell bubble of death.
Yeah.
So once I go outside, streaming's kind of not an option.
Right.
But
it's got to get a Victrola for the garage.
That would be awesome. But so yeah, they didn't have an old radio, but there was just a couple things. I was like, well, let's look at everything since we're here. Take it all in.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. So I found the honky tonk piano music record, and then they actually had this really cool flip top mason jar. That was like it looked old as fuck. It was neat. It's a really cool jar. It was like a quarter. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's. I went to the bank. I pulled cash out for the rummage sale.
Right.
Because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I pulled out $40.
Well, you didn't know how many pairs of boys' underwear they
I didn't know. I know, and I didn't have enough. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I pulled out $40 because I'm like, I don't know what they have here. I don't know what the prices are.
Right.
And there might be something. You never know. There might be something interesting in there.
Yeah.
Not very interesting at all. So we go to cash out, and the lady's like, "Oh, that's it," and I'm like, "Yep, this record in this jar." And she's like, "Okay, well, we'll call it 50 cents." And I went, "That's hilarious. Can you break this 20?" And then she just looks at me, and she's like, "You know what? Just take it."
Wow.
So I got my
Meanwhile,
honky tonk
there's
piano in
probably
this sick ass jar for free.
Right?
Joke's
Nice.
on them.
There's probably some church patron that comes in later and is like, has anybody seen my honky tonk piano album? Like, I didn't mean to bring it.
Like, I really, I mean, Fingers of Rourke.
That thing is super rare. It's worth like $20,000.
That would be amazing.
Like, oh, it sold.
Yeah.
How much did you? A handshake?
But the ladies, like, because this is day 2 of the rummage sale. The ladies, like, you should just make sure you come back in October and come here on the first day. It's way better. So, I mean, and
I mean, like strippers the first day or something?
Maybe.
Beers?
Strippers for Jesus.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I was honestly, there was people in there that had multiple bags full of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was confused because I maybe I'm just a different human, but me walking around, I'm like, there's really not a lot here to, you know, if I'm just buying this, I'm throwing it out in 2 weeks.
Right.
You know, it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So I don't know. And when it happens again, I'm going to go back on day 1.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Just because, you know, I don't
it's
know.
better.
I got to try to complete my Fingers of Rourke collection.
Right. Yeah. You never know. Maybe someone will have more of it.
Right. They also had a bin of women's underwear too, which is just. Oh. I don't know about you. I'm never gonna buy secondhand undies.
No.
That's one, and I mean, I guess if it was my fetish, I would.
Right.
But
that's
not
fair.
to wear.
Yeah. that's weird.
It's so weird.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't even think like most like thrift stores sell undergarments, do they?
I don't know.
Or at least underpants. I don't know about like brasiers, but
I don't know. I've never looked.
Yeah, I've been in a few like Goodwills recently, and I don't remember seeing any underpants anywhere.
Yeah, it was weird, bro.
Yeah, like finally they got some thongs in.
Yeah, like geez, about time. I was so confused by the boxes of underwear. Like I get the clothes and the shirts and the shoes.
Yeah.
And like books and VHS tapes. That all makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You're trying to sling old ass underwear. You know, it's probably got like 1960s poo on it, and you know, it's probably like someone's like special underwear until they had menopause in there.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. Like, why does this box of undies smell like pennies?
Oh, there's a bunch of pennies underneath them.
Oh, there's a piggy bank in there.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and period panties.
Yeah, probably.
Gross.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't. That's so, like, I remember my grandma's church does, you know, like a twice a year rummage sale type of thing too. I think they used to anyway. And I mean, I can't be mad at them because I mean, I got Thunder Tank there when I was a little children's.
That's fucking sweet.
I mean, I got Panther a Thunder Tank.
Dude, if I saw a Thunder Tank over there now, what do you think would be like sitting behind me as a cool prop?
I'd be playing with it right now.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But like, I'm not podcasting, Brian. I got shit to do.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, I understand.
Bro, I got missiles launch out his paw.
Well, I understand. Yeah. I understand. Because I remember like begging my dad for it because it was cheap too. I think it was only like $5 or something. And that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like a $25 type in the store thing. And I would just remember like approaching it from the I really want it angle, from the it's way cheaper angle, from
right. You got a sales pitch. You come in with a little suit on.
Yeah, totally did.
Pamphlets of information.
Yeah, I had a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though PowerPoint didn't exist at the time.
Exactly. You came out.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we all
genius.
We all. Yeah. I just remember, like, right before we went to leave, he was like, "Okay, you can get it," and hands me the money, and I, you know, probably needed to go through the box of underpants and then go get
right.
And then go get the Thunder Tank and Panthro. So, yep.
I mean, I don't blame you. Like I said, and I looked at the toys because I was like, there might be something cool in here.
Yeah.
Nah,
No.
nothing cool.
That's sad.
Yeah, I was hoping for anything. I was like, man, maybe there'll be like, I don't know, like a bazooka from G.I. Joe or something.
Or a rubber bullet gun.
Or a rubber bullet gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of disappointment, really. But I
Yeah,
missed day one.
Yeah, who knows what was there?
Who knows?
Yeah, you
Probably
went on
Fabergé eggs for 50 cents.
right. You went on box underwear day.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ.
You picked the worst day.
Picked the worst day. Exactly. Listening to
On day one, it's all
hepatitis T.
new one. Ooh. Who doesn't want one of those?
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh man. Wow. So yeah, that sounds like a fun experience.
It was something.
It was something.
It was definitely something.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like. There's something I do. I like looking at other people's shit, and you see like old like coffee mugs and old like coffee pots, and like I actually almost bought a waffle iron, but I opened it up and it was like whatever coating was on it, and it wasn't like the factory coating. It was whatever they were cooking with was suspect as fuck.
Oh my!
Because I don't have a waffle iron.
Oh right.
You know,
right.
it's done. It's done. Walked out of here like Borderlands 3, Guns of Legs.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, did you see there's a release date on that?
Yeah, I saw it's going to be like 6 months on PC first.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Bullshit,
Jerks.
really.
But it is releasing on consoles conveniently 3 days before my birthday.
Oh, how convenient.
I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if anyone else wants to buy it for me.
Happy birthday, Brian, and stuff.
Right? So I didn't know they had announced a date for it, and I was in a GameStop yesterday. This big fucking display for it,
Right.
And I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Okay, then." And while I was in there, though, the guy working there was like, he saw me looking at different stuff, and he's like, "Hey, have you picked up the Captain America shield that we have?"
What?
And I don't know if you remember when we had our shop, they had like a life-size Captain America shield, like replica thing. And it was like $200 or $250, and I wanted it so bad.
Well, yeah,
and
because you can run around and be Captain America.
Yeah, right. So they put out a newer one that is not. I think the original one was like metal. This one's more, hunky tonk. No,
Fingers of Rourke.
Right. This one's a little more. I think it's plastic, but it didn't feel like cheap plastic. It felt fairly sturdy. I mean, probably not actually fight with it sturdy, but and it's like $100.
That's not bad.
No, it's really not. And it's like actual size. So the guy asked me, and I'm like, man, I wish. I'm like, if I had just a random $100, I would totally own it by now. I was like that and the Infinity Gauntlet, because they made an Infinity Gauntlet that like the fingers bend and move and everything. That's
pretty great.
Pretty sweet.
I'm surprised they don't have a Hulk hand. That's the Infinity Gauntlet.
That would be interesting. They might have. They have made just an Infinity Gauntlet thing. That's like a $20 toy kind of thing.
Right.
This other one's like it looks more like gold. It's got the gems in it. It's pretty badass.
Nice.
But he goes, no. He's like, I mean, did you pick it up? And I turn and he's lifted the shield up because they had it hanging on the wall. And I'm like, no, I haven't. And he's like, do you want to? And I'm like, yes, I do.
That was your opportunity to bounce it off the cash register, off his face, back to your arm, and run out the door.
I mean, shouldn't I empty the cash register too?
Good point.
I don't want to be greedy. The shield's enough.
That's true.
Yeah. So I, put the shield on my arm, and it was funny because, it's like the logical part of my brain goes, this is a piece of plastic, whatever, it's cool, okay. But then there's the geek side of me that's like running around screaming, because I'm holding Captain America's shield.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's an icon of comic books,
you know? Absolutely.
So it was weird. Like I got, actually felt myself like kind of giddy about it.
You're ready to fight I completely forgot what Bucky turns into. The Winter Soldier. I was like, the Russian soldier. That's Power Red, isn't it?
Power Red, yeah. No, that's only. Oh man. So yeah, that was I as my brother and I left, and I was like, if I had random extra $100, that guy would have made a sale right there.
I mean, it sounds pretty great. Like,
because like looking at the wall, you're like, that's cool.
Well,
but when you have it on your arm,
you see that mirror behind me on the wall? That should be a Captain America shield.
I agree. It should be.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So someday maybe.
I know, right?
So, probably not.
I mean, I just have the mirror over there to make the room feel bigger.
Yeah. You just paint that mirror like Captain America's shield.
That's not a bad idea. That'd be kind of fun.
Ignore the fact that I don't think it's actually round.
It's not round. It's like some sort of satanic symbol.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know how many edges it has, but it's definitely, not round.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty cool though. I was, like I said, it was just one of those moments that, make you feel like a little kid again, basically.
Oh yeah.
So,
I love those moments, honestly.
Yeah. Me too. You don't get as many of them when you're an adult,
I know, right? Maybe we might be doing the adult thing all wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not finding Thunder Tanks at rummage sales anymore. So,
no. No. I mean, I could have looked. There might have been Thunder or Thundercat Underoos, maybe.
It's like some Thunder Pants, maybe. Yeah.
Thunder Pants, yeah.
Yeah.
Thunder. We get pulled off of YouTube.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, man. So I was looking at some stuff earlier about the Joker trailer, which we'll get to in a minute.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But I saw a thing on, was it Comic Book Resources, I think it is, that, here it is. There's going to be a Batman prequel series called Pennyworth.
So it's about what, Alfred in the SAS or whatever? Or it's just about money. What's the Pennyworth? I don't know.
Yeah, I believe it's... here we go. Its drama series will be a 10-episode long and focus on an early 20s version of Alfred Pennyworth, a recent SAS veteran who opens a security company in London during the 60s. Employed by
the
Tom
swinging
Wayne.
60s. He's going to be like Austin Powers. Yeah, baby.
Employed by Thomas
Wayne.
Wayne.
Dick.
Well, I mean, that's what he's known for.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Employed by Thomas Wayne, the series will explore how Alfred became such a trusted ally and protectors for the Wayne family.
Oh, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like they're just trying to milk anything out of everything?
Yes.
Like, what else can we do? I mean, we know Gotham was a total bust, but what else can we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
I'll be honest, I'd rather watch Pennyworth than Gotham.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there. It makes you just wonder, like what's next? Or it's going to be the Waynes, but it's not about, like, even Bruce or Thomas. It's about his father and how they made their fortune, like, probably in terrible early American ways.
Yeah.
It's just like, what else are you guys going to do?
I mean, it happens. What are you going to do?
That's true.
I accidentally shut my browser down.
Oh, boy. I'm glad I didn't shut my browser down because we would stop streaming.
Yeah, that's...
Or maybe anyone watching would be like, thank God.
Probably. That's probably more accurate.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So it was interesting, though, because, like I said, at first blush on that, I was like, and then, it's like reading that just there. I was like, I guess, that could be an interesting story as long as Alfred's a badass in it,
He probably will be.
I'm just glad that it's not like centering on Alfred going through like, butlering school or whatever it's called,
Right.
because it's like, I don't want to watch him learn to buttle, like
buttle.
Like, let's not.
You want like Alfred to early years when he's in boarding school.
Yeah.
He's wearing little short pants and stuff and getting whipped on by the principal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good without that.
Like, how far back do we take this Alfred story?
Yeah. They probably, fleshed it out a little bit like that. They were probably like, well, if we go too young, he can't be that much of a badass.
Right.
But he's got to be young enough that the children will want to watch.
Was there ever a I know they don't call them Elseworlds anymore, but like an alternate timeline in DC where the entire Wayne family gets killed and Alfred becomes Batman?
I don't know.
Because that would be amazing.
If not, let's write this.
Yeah. He's like a take no prisoners SAS Batman.
All right,
just
I'm in.
Fucking up people, stabbing them in the neck and stuff.
Wow, right in the neck, huh?
Yeah, doing that like stab like right down here. It's like instant kill or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that special forces stab,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think
And that's
that's
the
what
kind
it's
of stab he would do. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. So.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure SAS actually stands for stab and stab. I think. I'm no expert.
Right. But it sounds classy as fuck because someone British is saying it.
Yeah, like, I don't know about the SAS. It's just, or stab and shank.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever their preference is.
Stab and slice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or, because swinging 60s, shag and shag. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I can only hope.
Yeah. I would definitely like to read that story
Yeah, right?
of Alfred during the swinging 60s. Now, here's what I'm thinking is it needs to be during a time like that he's in between the SAS and becoming the butler for the Waynes.
Right.
Like, he's just kind of he's just feeling out the world.
Like
just, seeing
he's
what's
got
out.
the big beard. He's got long hair.
Yeah.
Like
he's
microdosing acid all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's just trying to figure out who he is. Man.
Yep. And that's when Thomas Wayne comes in and they start, talking. He gets the job there. He's got to, clean up his, his look and everything. So
maybe Thomas Wayne and Alfred were secretly lovers.
that's probably true.
That's why I hired him as a butler, so he could always be nearby. Alfred, run a bath for me. Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that would be something else.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Martha and Thomas Wayne get killed by a jilted lover.
Alfred or someone else?
No, someone else. Because, because it was Thomas's X-Man. Because it's all on a DL, though.
Well, we got to be careful with the X-Man thing.
Yeah, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, bub.
Yeah. God. It's a mutant bear. Wolverine thing. Or maybe it was an otter. What do they call them? Little muscly furry guys in the gay world. I don't even know.
I don't know. I think otters are like the skinnier, small
Boy,
guys.
so this is getting nutty.
Anyway, moving
So
on.
Alfred and Thomas were lovers. And he gets shot in an alley by an ex-boyfriend. Yes.
I like that. And then he turns into, swinging 60s Alfred.
Swinging 60s Alfred, exactly. He's got that shirt on. It's got, instead of being like buttoned down like 3 buttons, just like a big heart shape that's cut out of it. So you see all his delicious furry chest hair.
Right.
Yeah. Way too tight slacks.
Oh, for the tightest.
Stupid tight.
He makes the skit with Steve Martin and Dan Aykroyd look like they're wearing loose breeches.
Exactly. Like they're wearing pajama jeans.
Dude, here's a callback to one of our episodes. Their slacks have no slack.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can see the vein, if you know what I'm saying.
You're like looking at his pants going, well, I see he waxes.
Yeah, like, oh boy.
Yikes. Yikes.
Alfred in the swinging 60s.
Mm.
Man.
All right, so I keep looking and I can't seem to find any story where there's times throughout the years where he's put on the cowl, to pull the old okey doke on a criminal or something.
Maybe he just runs around the house and pretends.
I'm
He's
sure.
like jumping on furniture and stuff.
He just wears the cape and cowl in his tidy whities.
Exactly.
running around doing his Batman voice. You know,
he puts on the cape and cowl. Logs on to Chatterbait.
He's in the Batcave.
Yeah, exactly. How many coins, Daddy?
Bruce's phone lights up. Someone's like, hey, I think Alfred's in the Batcave.
Like, what? Yeah, go to this link.
Yeah.
Just sees Alfred doing unspeakable things.
Yeah. It's like, damn it, Alfred, not again.
Like, Jesus, not all over the Robin costume. God damn it.
I just got the blood cleaned out of that.
Son of a bitch. Just had it dry cleaned.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. Yeah,
Damn.
I think that'd be interesting, though, if all the Waynes got killed and Alfred became Batman. I think that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're geniuses, Brian. Geniuses.
I read that. I really would read that because I think it'd be very interesting. Just like there's the storyline where his parents become Bruce's parents actually become Batman and the Joker.
Right.
Like his mom becomes the Joker. Yeah, that's an awesome storyline.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much to do.
Yeah. I was going to say, years ago, I would say it'd be cool for like Commissioner Gordon to have, become Batman at some point, but now he has. So,
What?
Yeah, for a while, Bruce had like amnesia basically, and the city still needed a bat.
So
he
got a retired cop or whatever.
Well, I don't know if you remember, we talked about it on the show about the bunny suit.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. He wore like the big robot costume and whatever. Yeah.
God damn it, DC. Speaking of goddamn it, DC.
Yeah.
That trailer you made me watch.
For anyone who doesn't know, Tony's referring to the new Joker trailer.
Yeah.
Well, with what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker.
I know it's just a trailer, but I thought the whole point of trailers is to get you excited about a movie.
It is. You weren't excited?
No.
Yeah.
It actually kind of hurt my feelings a little bit.
That's understandable. The reactions I've seen for it are very all over the place, which, whatever. It's a pretty short trailer. So, my first thought was, okay, well, let's see what else, like what comes out in the second trailer, basically.
Right.
Because they don't give you a lot of story in this one.
No.
So, although I've asked everybody that I've talked to about this, though, how much of, like on a scale of 100, what's the over under on how much time he's actually the Joker in the movie?
Right.
How much do you think out of 100?
Oh, like last 20 minutes of the movie, maybe.
See, that's what I've been saying. It's kind of my fear is it's going to be like the Hulk. Remember, like he's not the Hulk until like the last 20 minutes of the movie, basically.
Yeah.
And oh, come on. So I'm hoping it's not like that. I was saying, like to me, it felt. I was telling Fluffy Bunny Ash this last night. I was like, it feels like an art film. Like if an art film or a film student made a Joker trailer, that's what it feels like to me. And I don't know if that's good or bad.
Right.
But that's what it feels like. She mentioned it. I've seen other people mention this too now. That it's got a Taxi Driver kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it does actually.
The way his character is kind of Travis Bickle,
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I dug the scene where the guy like smashed a clown in the face with a sign. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fuck you, clown.
Yeah.
And honestly, he didn't look bad as in like the classic Joker outfit.
Yeah.
I prefer that to punk rock Joker.
Oh yeah, for sure. I actually like the way the costume, like he looks in the costume and all that stuff. I thought his laugh I think was good.
Yeah.
Because that's always important about the Joker. Is you got to have a good laugh.
But I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe there needs to be another trailer.
Yeah, I hope. Well, there will be.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Would you think of the scene of him dancing around in his tighty whities?
Yeah. I think I could have bought a pair of those at the rummage sale.
Yeah. No.
Buy tighter drawers or do some squats, bro.
Right.
Looked like you had a load of duty in there.
It really did. Those things were baggy. Ashley made a point that I hadn't considered. It was a really good point that she's afraid that the way this movie what this movie is gonna do is set up people to feel sympathy for the Joker. And you shouldn't. The Joker should be seen kind of as like chaos, evil.
Yeah.
He's not right. So if they give us a reason to feel sympathy for him, I think they're doing the character a great disservice.
I could see that. Yeah, fair enough.
I never wanted a Joker origin story. You know?
No.
It was like with Wolverine, how it was always like, oh, we don't know anything about his past and whatever. Or they would just do like those occasional Weapon X flashback stories, and those were cool. I dug those. But then when they decided to do origin, I was like, I wish they would have just left it alone.
I didn't need to know he was a sickly child or whatever.
So, and I kind of feel the same way with the Joker. Is like I like one of two things. Either there's the potential that the Joker isn't just one person,
right? That
it's a various group of people who've at different times kind of been the Joker.
Dread Pirate Roberts,
right? Or that we just don't know his history. That way, it's that we don't know what drives him, what his motivation is. I think that makes his character like more unpredictable,
right.
Is if I don't know, whatever, if he's always chasing a laugh or whatever, but he's killing people to do it.
Yeah, I get it. Killing it. Killed that crowd.
Right?
Waka waka.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I tried really hard not to just immediately be like, about the trailer, and I'm not overall. Like there were a couple things about it that I'm like, okay, this has potential, but then underpants scene.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know, mate.
Yeah,
I wasn't terribly excited about the trailer, and maybe it's just they're not showing enough.
What's weird to me is I've seen quite a few people describing it as like haunting or disturbing, and I'm like, is it? Like, I didn't feel that way. Maybe it's because I know the Joker character. Maybe they don't fully. Maybe they're still thinking of Jared Leto Joker. I don't know.
Yeah, the Tekashi 6ix9ine Joker.
Yeah. I wish they would get rid of him from existence Joker.
Yes. Please don't let this be canon Joker.
Yeah. Man. So on a lighter note.
You don't say.
I mentioned this to you already, but we're going to talk about it for a second. I saw they announced that Netflix is doing a Cowboy Bebop live action series.
Right.
Yeah, and it looks like they cast John Cho, who most people will know from shit, I can't think of his name now.
Damn it, Brian.
Man, I'm trying to see if the cat thing says. But anyway, he's playing. Jeez, I forgot the character's name. Man, I am just a mess. Spike Spiegel. There we go.
Right.
And it's also got Mustafa Shakir from Luke Cage, Daniel Pineda, and Alex Hassel, I guess, have all been cast for it so far. And it looks like most people seem to be really excited about John Cho cast as Spike.
Really?
And I don't know if it's Pineda. I don't know how, whatever her name is, but she's Faye Valentine in it, which I've also seen people are pretty all right with.
Right.
So she'll be. I was looking. There's no release date for it yet.
There's something
but
about like live action anime. I just don't feel.
Yeah, it usually doesn't translate well.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's because like you can't do the expressions that they can do. You know,
Right.
Like how many times do you see someone do something and there's a, their eyes get massive or whatever, or speed line behind them.
Yeah, some sort of weird twinkle in their eyes and the pupils suddenly disappear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll definitely watch it because I dug Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, fair enough.
So. And
shit. Sorry.
Netflix trying to get in on all that
well,
stuff.
do you see Netflix is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Netflix be crazy. Yeah.
Netflix be crazy. They have a movie out right now called, I think it's called The Highwaymen. I want to watch it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like it looks like it's about Bonnie and Clyde, but it's got Woody Harrelson in it.
Yeah.
And Kevin Costner. And what's her name from Misery?
Kathy Bates.
Yeah, that bitch. She's in it too. It's got all these like class A minus celebrities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn Netflix. And I watched a nice little chunk. I know you and Heno talked about it, of Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah.
I'm not through the whole series, but I really enjoyed the 3 robot one.
Right, I did too. Yeah. And I know that's one of the ones that a lot of people have tagged as weak, but I thought it was funny. The animation's amazing, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was a nice little. I mean, it was the second one, so it's kind of like, but compared to the other ones I watched, it was like a breath of fresh air.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that first one, you need that.
Yeah.
That
I really enjoyed that one.
What'd you think of the third one, The Witness?
That was cool. Like, Michelle and I were watching it, and it was like we're both kind of like, oh, it's a loop. This has been done before. I'm not gonna give away the end, but in the end, you're like, oh, I see what they did here.
Yeah, the animation in that was freaking amazing. Again, if you like the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animation,
like
you'll dig
shading situation. I almost kind of feel like they filmed it and then animated over it.
It kind of felt
because the movements felt too real.
Yeah, but again, like if you look at the animation from the Into the Spider-Verse, it's very much like that.
Is it? I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. It's the studio. I haven't either, but just from the stuff I've seen, it's the same studio. So
fair enough.
Makes sense. They're consistent.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I just thought it was really. Like I thought the story was cool, and the animation was my favorite part of it. It was just
so
crazy.
Far of the ones I've watched, least favorite is the Planet of Farmers with Big Macs.
Yeah,
because I just kind of felt like there was like.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was getting confused earlier. That's the one I actually meant. Was one of the ones people see as one of the weakest ones.
Yeah, I just felt like that was like, okay, so I want to have Max shooting things.
Yeah.
Oh, farmers! I
thought the characters were good.
I enjoyed the characters, but all in all, the whole situation, I was just like,
yeah, especially the neighbor guy. It was crazy.
Oh
like,
yeah, right.
Having, keep basically like we were talking earlier about the car. Just basically hitting his mech with a wrench until it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, that was. Have you gotten to the one with the woman in the space station yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, I won't. I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to spoil anything. We'll have to talk. I know you'll want to talk about that after you watch it, though.
All right. Yeah, I got some stuff I need to watch. I got to finish that. I want to watch The Dirt. I want to watch that Highwaymen thing.
Yeah.
I got it's a whole situation going on, really.
Yeah. Well, stop spending so much time rifling through boxes of boys' underpants and get to work.
I have my needs.
You have to keep feeding your eBay store, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. By eBay, you mean dark web.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I sell them as for sure used underwear.
Because you put them on and then sell them.
Dance around.
Yeah.
They got Goodbye Horses playing.
Oh, of course.
I mean, there's the song to dance around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's tradition.
Tis tradition.
Well, I was just looking. That's all I got. You got anything else?
I had one thing, but it's not that important. So, because I'm looking at the time, and this boy's got to go to bed because I got to wake up in like 5 hours.
Oh, Jeebus. All right.
I know, right? What a bummer.
You son of a... Yeah. All right. Well, as usual, we'll thanks to anyone who watched. Thanks for everyone who listens. And, head over to SaltyLanguage.com. All of our links are over there. We usually run through the socials and what have you. But we're also, you can, at SaltyLanguage.com, you can check out the networks we're part of, like Tangent Bound Network, which can be found at tangentboundnetwork.com. And
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment, which can be found at dangerentertainment.net. Denner Entertainment.
I mean, that's the network I'm actually working on right now.
Denner Entertainment in conjunction with Yeah Boy Studios.
I mean,
Yeah, boy!
There you go.
It's loud. So yeah, go check those networks out. You may find some other podcasts that you're interested in. And again, you can find our show on Twitter at @salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony, aka Monotony. For sure follow Salty Language Pod on YouTube because I think we're going to be doing this.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
know?
And we'll try to, see if we can't put a time out a little sooner than right before.
It was very last minute, but
Whatever. That's how we do things. We're like, we're like flash mob type stuff, like guerrilla shit, you know?
We don't even know the temperature of the pool and we're diving in head first.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we're stupid sometimes, but whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, but I'm hoping to have a slightly better look for our next episode so you can maybe see some of the stuff we're talking about.
All right.
And,
like hot nudes. Yeah.
Oh, the hottest of nudes. Well, because I'm going to mount the under the desk crotch cam.
Oh, finally.
I know, right?
Jeez.
I know.
Finally got the macro lens.
Yeah, finally can use that short robe.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Got to get a kimono from Dev.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. Well, as usual here, I say have a beer, you'll be fine.
Yeah, stay salty, and thanks for watching us live. Anyone that watched us.
Yeah, and keep shucking oysters. It's good for you.
Gotta get the poison out, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like Power Red, but not.
It's Power White.
Power White. Sounds bad, actually.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Sounds terrible. It's definitely something we shouldn't have a product.
No.
No.
No. Yeah. All right. We are clear.
Good. Well, that was fun. We had Monica jumped in. I don't know if she's still watching. Hi, Monica. And Pam
if you're still
Olsen
watching,
stopped in, and Matt Scott popped in. I got a text. Michelle was listening while she was painting, although she didn't chat on the thingy, which is fine.
That's fine. Yep.
But we had some people joining. I don't know what I don't know if I can see this or not.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember that.
Oh, there's 6 people watching right now. We're fucking killing it, bro.
Blowing up YouTube.
I mean, I don't know about that, but we're working on it.
Blowing it up.
I
said, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed the live thing. I'm glad we started doing this, and it is weird because my screen is way behind.
Yeah.
The actual feed. It's a bizarre world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think we should, fuck around with this a little more, eh?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm enjoying
We
it.
should, we should jump off of streaming.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right, kids. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.
And stuff.